Hey everyone, today we're going to talk about an operating system that quietly powers a huge chunk of our digital world, from personal laptops all the way up to the giant servers that run the internet. If you've ever found yourself thinking, there's got to be a better, freer alternative to what I'm using, then you are in exactly the right place. We are talking about Ubuntu. You know that feeling, right? Like your computer's operating system is expensive, it's restrictive, maybe it's just holding you back. You want power, you want security, and you really want the freedom to make your digital space your own without being locked into one company's world. Well, that's exactly the problem we're going to tackle today. So, what is this powerful alternative anyway? Let's pull back the curtain a little bit and take a look at what Ubuntu actually is, and more importantly, the whole philosophy behind it that makes it so different. Okay, so at its core, Ubuntu is an operating system that's built on the incredibly rock-solid foundation of Linux. Now, I know that word, Linux, can sound a little intimidating, but Ubuntu's whole mission is to make all that power accessible to everybody, from everyday computer users all the way to the pros running massive servers. Let's say Ubuntu is way more than just software. It's really a philosophy. It's built on three big ideas. One, it will always be completely free. Not free trial, not freemium, just free. Two, it's open source, which means its code is open for anyone to see and improve. And three, and this one is huge, it's supported by a massive global community of people who just believe in making great technology available to everyone. So that's the big idea, but what's it actually like to use day to day? Let's dive into the features you get and a really cool concept called flavors that lets you choose your experience. Probably the best part is that you can hit the ground running. You're not starting with a blank slate here. Right out of the box, you've got all the essential tools you need. You've got a web browser like Firefox, a great video player, and even a full office suite called LibreOffice. That's for all your documents and spreadsheets. It's ready to go the moment you start it up. And here's where it gets really fun. Ubuntu gets that not everybody likes the same thing. It is not a one-size-fits-all system. It comes in these different flavors, which are basically just versions with their own unique look and feel, letting you pick the style that's perfect for you. This is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. On the left, you've got the standard Ubuntu desktop. It's super clean, really modern. And on the right, that's a flavor called Kubuntu. Now, under the hood, they're the exact same powerful operating system, but the visual style, the desktop itself, gives it a totally different vibe. It's all about choice. Okay, so let's say you're curious. You're thinking, all right, I want to give this a try. So how do you even get started? Let's walk through the first couple of steps to get Ubuntu up and running. It's way easier than you think. First off, let's talk about the hardware you need, because you might be surprised. The system requirements are incredibly light. We're talking a 2 GHz dual-core processor and just 2 gigs of RAM. That means Ubuntu can run beautifully on a huge range of computers, even some older machines you thought were ready for the scrap heap don't. Getting it on your machine is pretty much a simple 3-step process. First, you just confirm your computer meets those super light requirements. Second, you download the installer from the official website. And third, you just run it and follow the on-screen guide. It's really designed to be as painless as possible. But here is the absolute killer feature, especially for anyone who's still on the fence. You don't actually have to install it to use it. The installer has a Try Ubuntu option that lets you run the entire operating system right from a USB stick without making a single change to your computer. It is the ultimate risk-free test drive. Okay, so let's imagine you've done it. You've booted into Ubuntu. What does a typical day actually look like? What does it feel like to use? Let's take a quick visual tour. And here we are. Welcome to the Ubuntu desktop. The first thing you'll probably notice is just how clean and intuitive it is. You've got your main app launcher right there on the left for easy access, and a really uncluttered workspace that's designed to let you focus. Now, what happens when you need a new program? Instead of hunting all over the internet for a download, you just open up the Software Center. Think of it like a secure app store for your desktop, and it gives you access to thousands of free applications. Once you're inside, everything is organized really neatly. You can browse through categories like audio, video, graphics, or games. Or, if you already know what you're looking for, just use the search bar up top to find it right away. For example, let's say you want the amazing BLC media player. You just find it, click install, and that's it. Seriously, the system handles everything securely in the background. It is that simple. So what about your daily tasks? Well, web browsing? Ubuntu comes with Firefox ready to go, and it works exactly how you'd expect. It's fast, it's modern, and it feels completely familiar.
Need to check your email? The built-in Thunderbird client lets you connect all of your accounts, whether you use Gmail, something for work, or anything else, all into one powerful and organized app.
And finally, of course, you're going to be managing your files. The file manager is just clean and straightforward. All the standard folders you'd expect are there, and finding and organizing all your stuff just feels natural and effortless. So we've seen what it is, we've seen what it can do, and we've seen what it looks like. And all of that brings us to the final, most important question of all. Is Ubuntu the right choice for you? So let's really break that down. What are the real pros and what are the things you should consider before even thinking about making a switch? Okay, on the pros side, the benefits are pretty clear. The cost? It's free. That's a big one. It also has a legendary reputation for security thanks to its Linux foundation. And the customization options are just incredible. The main things to consider, well, there can be a small learning curve, and you'll definitely want to double check that any very specific professional software you need is compatible. So what's the final takeaway here? It's this. You have absolutely nothing to lose. You don't have to make some huge permanent decision today. Because of that awesome live USB option, you can take it for a complete test drive, totally risk-free. So the real question isn't, should I switch? It's, why not give it a try?